What is the link between follicular lymphoma and the immune system? Imagine your immune system as a busy city with many different neighborhoods working together to keep you safe. When it comes to follicular lymphoma, a common type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma, this cityscape becomes even more complex. The disease doesn't just involve abnormal B cells growing out of control. It also deeply interacts with the immune system around it. This surrounding environment, called the tumor microenvironment, plays a key role in how the disease progresses and responds to treatment. In follicular lymphoma, the cancer cells are surrounded by various immune cells like T cells, macrophages, neutrophils, and natural killer cells. These cells can either help fight the lymphoma or, surprisingly, sometimes support its growth. For example, a high number of helper T cells, which assist other immune cells, often indicates a better outlook. But if there are more macrophages and natural killer cells that are activated in a certain way, it might mean the lymphoma is more aggressive. The balance of these immune cells is very important because it influences how the disease behaves. One interesting aspect is how follicular lymphoma recruits certain immune cells. It tends to attract helper T cells, which the lymphoma cells depend on for survival. At the same time, it reduces the number of cytotoxic T cells that could attack and kill the cancer cells. This imbalance in immune cell types helps the lymphoma avoid being destroyed and allows it to grow more easily. However, the immune cells that are present often don't work as they should. The lymphocytes, or immune cells, infiltrating the tumor sometimes show signs of dysfunction. Their receptors, which normally help them recognize and attack cancer cells, don't signal properly. This immune dysfunction helps the lymphoma escape immune attack, making it harder for the body to control the disease naturally. When follicular lymphoma transforms into a more aggressive form, the immune landscape changes again. There tend to be more immunosuppressive cells like certain macrophages and neutrophils, while helpful T follicular helper cells decrease. These changes are linked to worse outcomes and shorter times before the disease becomes more severe. Understanding this relationship between follicular lymphoma and the immune system has important implications for treatment. Therapies like monoclonal antibodies that target specific proteins on B cells, such as rituximab, work partly by engaging the immune system. Newer treatments like checkpoint inhibitors and CAR T cell therapy aim to boost the immune response against the lymphoma. The type and amount of immune cells in the tumor environment can influence how well these treatments work. In summary, follicular lymphoma is not just a disease of abnormal B cells. It is a complex interaction with the immune system, where the surrounding immune cells can either help contain the disease or allow it to grow. Recognizing and understanding this interplay helps doctors predict disease course and develop targeted therapies. If you or someone you know is dealing with follicular lymphoma, it's important to remember that ongoing research continues to improve how we understand and treat this condition. Always consult healthcare professionals for personalized advice and treatment options.